So on Sunday, I posted a video giving you all my #1 strategy on how to scalp NAS 100. And this also works for futures as well, because I got some questions about that. So just to let you know, it's the same thing, same strategy across the board. But today, I'm going to show you how to scale into the 3-minute and the 1-minute time frame to maximize your profits. Stay tuned. So right here on TradingView, I want you guys to take a look at what I have going on. Now, in order to split your screen up like this on TradingView, you do have to have at least like the basic membership, which I believe is about 10-15 bucks a month. But if you don't have that, there is still a way. What you can do is just simply duplicate the tab. Let's just say you have one tab here with the 1 minute open, and then on this one you can close this tab and have the 5 minute on this one. And if you can, just simply if your computer allows you to do it, so you can even do something like this. So that way, you know, TradingView, please don't sue me, but this way you can look at the 1 minute and you can also look at the 5 minute time frame at the same time. I want you guys to take a look on the right side right here. This is the 5 minute time frame, and just to show you guys a trade I caught today. Actually, I'm gonna post the profits right here. A trade I caught today on NAS 100. I got in like somewhere around this area. Super duper high, right? This is a super huge candle, and I was aiming for a 4-to-1. I was aiming for this next zone all the way up here, a 4-to-1. But I ended up closing early. Actually, I got stopped out. So once price did this push right here to the upside, I put my stop loss right here in profit, and as you can see, it came back down to the retest of the London Asian high and then shot back up. But it is what it is. There's always the next day. We never tripping about it. But what I wanted to show you guys is the difference between getting in on a 5 minute chart versus getting in on the 1 minute chart. Now with this trade specifically, the 5 minute and the 3 minute, there's not a big difference. But so I want you guys to look at this candle right here, because this was the entry candle that I got in on. And we're looking on the right side. This candle right here was the entry candle that I got in on, but unfortunately I was at work and I wasn't able to really snipe it, so I ended up getting in late, which put me all the way up here on my entry. Stop loss was below the candle, and then I was aiming for at least a 2-to-1, but if I could have got a strong push to the upside for the 2-to-1, then I was going to shoot for the 4-to-1. But just to show you the difference between getting in on a 5 minute versus getting in on a 1 minute, huge difference. So like I said, look at this huge entry candle. It broke above the highs of the London Asian session. The strategy is still the same, but I got in super late. But let's just say I was over here on the 1 minute chart. Now we're looking on the left side. Let's just say that exact same break on the 1 minute chart would have been such. So this was a 2-to-1 risk to reward trade, and let's just mark off the take profit I have here. Boom, just put that right there. So this exact same trade, let's just say for instance, mind you, on the right side you can see this is all one candle, but on the left side you can see that this is multiple candles on the 1 minute. So let's just say for instance, I got in right here instead. Stop loss below the candle. Now that 2-to-1 trade with the same take profit just became a 4.5-to-1 trade. Let's say you got in down here a little lower. I don't think it would have made a little bit of a difference. Would have made a little bit of a difference, but let's just say you got in on that first break of the high, and then boom, it's still a 4.5-to-1 risk to reward, but even still that would have been a beautiful trade. And let's just say you held it all the way up, boom, easy day. So that's the difference. Now I want you to take a look really quickly. I want you to take a look right here on the right side on this pattern right here. Now price came back down. Let me I don't want to show you guys this side yet. I don't want to show you the 1 minute side yet. But price went down to that same high, right? To retest it, and then continued up all the way up, right? But let's just say at this point right here, you're waiting for a bullish engulfing candle, or some type of pattern to show you to get in right here, you probably would have still thought, like I did, because I was looking at this and I didn't get in on a trade, but you probably would have thought that there was still a lot of selling pressure in the market, which was still, it's a valuable, it's a not valuable, but it's a reasonable way to look at it. But let's just say right here, let's take, this is the 5-minute side, let's take this same exact 2 candles and we take it over to the 1-minute side, and we would have seen something completely different. So you would have seen a rejection to the upside right here on this candle, some indecision right here on this candle, and then a bullish engulfing where you could have got in right here, close of this candle, stop loss right below, and then you could have took that bad boy all the way back up to that same zone for pretty much a 5.5 to 1 risk to reward, and that bad boy hit. I'm so mad. Honestly, I can tell you guys that the biggest issue with me right now is that, trying to catch a trade and stay focused at work is really tough, because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not gonna lie, like, just a little backstory. I already got into a little trouble when it came to trading at work. I got in trouble back in the military when it came to day trading. Got in a little trouble at my current job. I'm not trying to get fired. Just, I'm not trying to get fired. We ain't make it out the hood just yet, guys. So it's really hard for me to catch these trades. And the one thing I really want to do for you all is to show you guys this live. I can show you a theory a million times. I can show you a strategy a million times. But until you guys see it in live action markets, it's completely different. Before any of this forms, I can always say, yeah, I could have did this, could have did that, could have did this. But you know as well as I do is that when it's live market conditions, you have absolutely no idea what's gonna happen. But if you do this, the exact same strategy, you got to go back and watch the 5-minute scalping strategy so you can even understand what we're doing here. Then once you understand that, you can see these opportunities all day long. Another trade that I got in this morning, I got in for the sales. Actually, I got in for a sale on this candlestick right here. This bearish engulfing candle had my stop right below. I had my stop like right here, and I was aiming for a 2 to 1. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I got a little scared because I seen, like I said, I'm at work. I'm not able to just like lock in on the charts. So I got in on this candle, and then this very next blue candle started to like shoot up like viciously. Like this bullish candle was shooting up viciously, and I just closed it for like a very tiny loss. But the last thing I want to leave you guys with is the risk to reward, and like percentage wise. The reason why I am so in love with this strategy is because you can risk so little and gain so much. So let's just say this same 1-minute trade over here, right? Let's close this one. I think you guys, pretty sure you guys understand. Pretty sure you guys understand what we're doing here. Now let's just say, for instance, you only risked 0.5%. 0.5% times 5 is what, 2.5? I think that's yeah. Sorry, I knew that. I was just making sure. But that, to risk so little in order to gain 2.5%, I think that's honestly amazing. And you may think, oh well, if I would have risked 1%, I could have just gained 5% or 5.5%. But you got to think about it. If you would have lost, you would have lost 1%. If you would have risked 2%, you could have gained 10%, but you also could have lost that 2%. But the beautiful thing, guys, the one thing I want to tell you guys about this strategy is, do not harp too much on the losses. Please do not harp too much on the losses. Use proper risk management and don't gamble. Of course, you want to wait to see a break of the highs. And if you want to be even more conservative, like me, like I put this line right here, just to signify that this was the very highest point of the Asian London session, and then I waited for a break of that line, because as you can see right here, you could have got in, you could have like, at once upon a time this candle was up, and you might have thought like, oh, time to enter, then boom, you would have got smoked turkey. And then even right here, the candle shot up, and you would have thought, oh, time to got in, then boom, you probably would have got scared. If your stop loss was in the proper place, you would have still, banked a lot. But you can wait for that confirmation. Me, I'm a little bit more on the riskier side. Once I start to see the momentum, then I get in. But do not harp too much on the losses, because if, like I said, if you're risking 0.5% or 1% in order to gain 5.5%, that means you have to pretty much lose five. You have to lose 5 trades. After this one trade, you would have to lose 5 trades risking 1%. You have to lose 5 trades back to back to back, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of insane. It can happen. You can definitely lose 5 trades in a row, but don't harp too much on the losses, because you are entering on a 1-minute candle. And you can do a little bit more analysis if you want. Let me turn off the kill zones, and you can try to get a better bias just by looking at the market and seeing, like, on the higher time frames what's going on. Me personally, I don't really look at the higher time frames, but like you can see, oh, we're in an uptrend. So best bet, we just broke above the 21 EMA. We're in an uptrend, and we had this huge pullback to the downside, on the 15. Let's just go to the 15-minute. Like, you can use other time frames to confirm this strategy, but you can see, oh, we had a huge pullback. Okay, cool. Let's look for the opportunities. Or even right here, you can see we're making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Then we break above. But that's if you want to do it like that. You can use this strategy however you want, add your own sauce to it, you know what I'm saying, and cook up. But literally, like I said, this trade right here on the 5-minute, even if you would have got in right here, it turned that 5.5 to 1 risk to reward to a 3.1 risk to reward, which is still great. Actually, it turned it to like a 2.6, let's just say a 3 risk to reward, but which is still great. You know what I'm saying? It's still a great trade, but chances are you wouldn't have thought to gotten in this trade maybe, after this bullish momentum pattern, and then it turns into a crazy, like, now you're waiting crazy amount of times to get in the trade, which also, there's nothing wrong with that as well. You still would have got a 2-to-1 if you held on past after hours. But I'm yapping at this point. Hopefully you guys understand. Just to recap, it's still the same strategy. If you don't understand the strategy, if you came across this video without seeing the first video, go back and watch the 5-minute scalping strategy, and then I want you to come watch this and combine that. Simply combine it. It's literally nothing has changed from the strategy, but you scale down to a 3-minute time frame. Like, even on a 3-minute time frame, this was still kind of like a bullish engulfing candle that you could have entered on, and you still could have got in. Like, for me, for instance, I could have got in a little earlier, making my risk to reward just a smidge better. So, but you can use the 3-minute time frame, but the 1-minute time frame, like I said, don't sit here and be upset about losses. You will get wicked out. You will, have some crazy movement, but once you get that crazy win, that 5-to-1, that 10-to-1, or let's just say you hold it and you intraday, or you swing it all the way up to 15-to-1, like, it's crazy possibilities. Do not get discouraged from taking a loss. You will lose. I lost today. I lost technically twice. I got out of a trade early, which is a loss, and then I got in a trade for another sale real quick before I end the video. So I got out this trade. I don't even remember where I got in at, and usually I leave it on the charts, but I got out of a trade. Where is it? Okay, right here, right? I got in this first trade right here, stop loss right above the previous candle, and then I was shooting for a 2-to-1, but I closed this one early, and then I saw price coming back up to this area, and as you can see, I started to see some rejections. So I got in for another sale, thinking it was gonna go back to the downside, but then I instantly saw this huge momentum candle going up to the top side, took me out. Guess what I did? I instantly got in for a buy. I saw that the sales wasn't it. It's okay to change your bias. We just broke above the highs. Change your bias. Don't be married to an idea, and then just get in the trade. Take the trade. Simple. But that's all I got. I'm gonna stop yapping your ears off. It's been your boy Slim, aka the Chef. Hopefully you guys will implement this into your trading strategy, and let me know if it works. Let me go back test it. As always, homework, go back test it. Go as far back as you can on the 1-minute chart and back test it. back test the strategy and see if maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can tell me a better way of doing it. But don't just take some random guys on the internet word for it. Go back test it. And let me know how you like it. Let me know how you like it. If you use it in the markets, after you see this video, let me know if it works. And yeah, that's all I got. That's really all I got. So with that being said, it's been your boy Slim, aka the Chef, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.